So you just got your XNote. Now let's set it up. When you first open it, you'll see the notebook, the Smart Pen, the actual device, a quick start guide, which tells you everything you need to know, but we are going to cover most of it in this video anyway. And in this box, you'll get a charging cable and pen refills. So let's put these aside and download the app. To download the app, open the App Store or Google Play Store and search for XNote AI. It's gonna look like this, and you just tap download. And in the meantime, it's a good practice to charge your pen with the provided cable using the Type-C in the back, just like this. If it's red, it means it's charging, and when it's fully charged, it's gonna turn green. So that's how you know it's fully charged. And it takes about 2-3 hours to fully charge, and it lasts 17 hours continuous use. So you can go easily couple weeks with it. Okay, now the app is downloaded. Let's see. It's asking for a Bluetooth permission. I'm gonna allow. On Android, this is a little bit different because it's asked for a location permission. It's required. However, we do not track or store your location data, just so you know. When you first open the app, it's going to show up the sign up screen. I'm just going to click sign up with email. You can continue with Google or Apple, up to you. When you first sign up, there's going to be a quick onboarding questions which ask for your name, your language, which hand you are writing in, right or left, etc. Let's fill them up. Okay, we are on the Bluetooth permission page. When you first uncap the pen, it's going to automatically turn on. If it doesn't, you can hold the button in the back for a couple seconds until it turns on. And after that, it's going to continue turning on or off automatically if you put on the cap. Now let's tap on start scanning. It found the pen. I'm going to tap on this. Connected. From now on, it's going to automatically connect whenever I open the app, so I don't have to choose the pen every time. It was a one-time thing. This is the notebook that comes in the set, but we also have two different sizes. The small mini size if you like to carry it in your pocket, or if you have bigger ideas, you can go with the large one. Now let's open this up. When you first sign up, you're gonna see a notebook created here for you. Just tap on it and start writing. You'll see it appear in real time. And watch how I write on a different page. It follows me automatically. If I just open a random page, as soon as the pen touches, it knows. And this is thanks to the micro dot patterns that are printed all over the notebook. Each page has a unique pattern, so this way pen knows what page you're writing on. And this brings me to the other thing. Because of this, you don't have to have the app open all the time. What you can do is you can just focus on your writing, open the app, and it's gonna sync automatically. Now let's test it with a real life scenario. Here's a note I wrote down a couple days ago. I'm gonna add a couple more stuff to it. Email Sarah tomorrow at 11 a.m. It appeared here instantly. Now you can see a text here that says waiting for processing. It's converting my handwriting into a text and extracting all of these events and tasks, which I'll get to in a bit. But let's wait for this to process. Okay, it's done extracting the text. Now if I tap on this icon, you'll see the text version of this. And if I tap again, I'll go back to my original handwriting. And if you tap on the icon here, you can show or hide the notebook lines. This is especially useful if you are sketching or stuff, or if you are sharing with your teammates. To do that, you have to tap on this icon. It's gonna show you a couple options of how you want to share this. You can either share your handwriting directly, or you can convert it to Word document, text document, and share it like that. And the other feature is that you can share a public link with others. By tapping here, it shows when you want to expire. I can choose 7 days so people cannot access my note after 7 days. I'll tap on create a link and it's ready. I can just copy and share. You can also select multiple pages and export them. I can choose these two, click export. It shows me whether I want to export as PDF, PNG, SVG. You have a lot of options here. And if you want to stay organized, you can tap on this, create folders however you like, and add any pages to it. And if you click on this chat icon, I can directly chat with this page. And there is another way to chat with your notes. And that's if you go to home page, there's a chat bubble here. You click on this, and you'll already see some predefined options like summarize, creating flashcards, translating your notes, creating charts, mind maps, or even creating images, which I'll get to in a bit. Can you summarize what I have written last? If you have a lot of notes, and I know that it can be tedious to go through all of them to find what you're looking for, so this is a lifesaver feature. Now let's get into one of my favorite features, which is the new create image one. When you tap on this icon, it's gonna show you two different options. You can either create a sketch from your scribbles or from your notes. Since this is a note, I'm gonna choose the second option. And you can see some predefined templates that we have here, or you can have a custom prompt, whatever you want. I'm just gonna go with the infographic here. Click on generate image. This can take 10 to 30 seconds depending on the length of your note, so don't worry about it, but you can close it and come back to it later. Here it is, amazing. And similarly, I can tap on this to share as a PNG image with others. This is especially useful if you're like a designer or if you like to sketch a lot. Now I want to talk about the smart task detection. Remember the note we just wrote down? If I tap on tasks icon here, you can see email Sarah tomorrow at 11 a.m. It popped up here. And if I tap on it, I can see the notebook that it's written in and what page it's written in as well. So if you have a lot of tasks across pages, this is a great way to see everything in one place. This also works even if you have multiple notebooks at the same time, like small and large size that I showed. And here you can even quickly mark them as completed. If you use Todoist or other task tracking apps, you can go to settings to connect them. What happens is that all of your tasks automatically go there. It syncs, so you still manage everything in one place. Now I want to talk about the recording feature. This is one of the best features of XNote, and I use this almost every day. If you just tap on this microphone icon, it's going to show you a couple options. First one is manual recording. It's especially good if you are recording lectures, meetings, anything that's happening in person. And the second option is good for recording online meetings like Google Meet, Zoom, or Teams. Let's tap on this. You can enter the meeting URL, meeting title, language, etc. And you can choose whether you want it to join immediately or schedule for later. But this is good for one-time meetings that you don't have on your calendar. If you're lazy like me, what I do is I connect my calendar by tapping here. So all my upcoming meetings are displayed and the bot joins automatically. I don't have to do anything. It's all automatic. Now let me show you a summary of the meeting that I had today. Here it is. I tap on it. You can see a full summary of it. you might be asking how this is different than the other meeting recording apps. The best part of this is that it not only records the meeting itself, but it also knows what you write on your notebook during that meeting. So your summary is more comprehensive and you get the full picture. I'll show you in a bit. Here I have the summary, and if you click on the notes, you'll see that this is the page that I took down during that meeting. So it automatically edit there. I can link other pages easily if I want. So it's more comprehensive. And here you can see the transcript of the meeting. Next is AI chat. If you tap on this icon, message bubble on the bottom right, it's gonna pull up this pop-up. You'll see some predefined options like summarizing, creating flashcards, translating your notes, creating charts, mind maps, and creating images, which I just showed. Let's go with summarize so I can show you. If you tap on it, it's gonna show you your notes. I'm gonna choose one page, but you can choose multiple, or you can even summarize your own recordings. Now let's click summarize. And it's summarized. And you can ask follow-up questions. It's just like ChatGPT that has access to your notebook. Now let me show you the flashcard feature as well. Let's say that you're a student and studying for your Italian, okay? You can click on flashcards, choose the number of flashcards you want to generate, and choose which pages you want to generate this on. And here it is. If I tap open, you can already see that I have 5 cards here. I can view all of them, remove if I don't want any. This is especially useful if you're a student, because before your quiz or exams, you can just with the tap of a button create flashcards from any of the pages. Now I want to talk about a little bit more advanced features. So AI is not always 100% accurate, or especially if you are rushing your handwriting, it can get a couple words wrong here and there. But we have customers in 96 countries and they all love the accuracy so far. In case, however, the XNote AI gets something wrong, then you can tap on this button, make any change you want, and it learns from that mistake. And the other thing I want to talk about is selecting primary notebook, which can be confusing a little bit for first-time users. So remember how we talked about each page having a unique dot pattern? If you have 2 notebooks of the same size, same pages of the same notebooks have the same pattern. So the pen gets confused on which notebook you are writing on. To prevent this, we came up with a feature called selecting your primary notebook. So let's say that I have 2 standard notebooks, notebook 1, notebook 2. If I write anything on the notebook right now, it's gonna get saved to notebook 1. How do I know? Because it's blue and this is gray. That means this is primary, this is not. If I want to save everything I have written into this notebook, I click on this, I tap on set as primary. Now if I write on this, everything will be saved into this one. This is only if you have the same size notebooks though. If you have 3 different sizes, then since each size have their own primary notebooks, you don't have to deal with this. If you're into automations like me, you can go to settings, click on workflows, and here you'll see some predefined templates that we already have. In simple words, automation is basically when this happens, do this. In this case, for example, we have a couple trigger events. If a note gets updated, or if task is created, event is created, or at a certain time, like daily, weekly, etc. Let's look at a couple quick templates that we have. One of them is like weekly backup automation. So if you want to back up your notes to Google Drive, you can do this. It can send emails, it can send a Slack report, It can send Slack messages to your channels. And you can even have it trigger on basic keywords as well, so you are free to do whatever you want. And if the tools we have don't cut it for you, you can connect your Zapier and basically do anything else that we don't support yet. If your pen ever acts up or gets frozen, what you can do is hold this button on the back for 10 seconds until it resets. Now let's talk about offline notes that I mentioned before. Remember how I said you don't have to keep the pen connected all the time? Let's show you a demo of that. Now I'm gonna start taking notes. I'm gonna do this page now. I'm gonna Okay, I have written down on 3 different pages. Now let's open up the app to see how it works. As soon as the pen is connected, you can see a badge appear here. It says offline notes found. If I click on import, I can see that for a standard notebook, I have these notes that I have written down. I can just click save all and everything is here. If you don't have your phone with you, you can also access your notes directly on web.xnote.ai. And if your laptop or desktop has a Bluetooth connection, you can even sync in real time there as well. Go to web.xnote.ai and here by clicking connect pen, you can similarly connect your smart pen. I'm gonna tap pair and it's paired. Now if I open the notebook and start writing, you can see that it's writing on notebook 1, it's showing in real time and I can view everything that's happening. And the best part about the web version is there is a presenter mode. If you tap on this presentation mode, it's gonna make it full screen. So if I'm screen sharing in a Google Meet, Zoom or Teams, I can basically talk about everything just by drawing. Thank you for watching and have a productive rest of your day.